Building a base. There's many things that you should consider about building a base. The resources that you're going to have in there, the defensiveness of that base, how beautiful that location is, how flat is the location going to be for your pals not to get stuck while doing their work. And those are mainly the criteria that I'm going to follow for this video. I'm going to show you the best locations, the minerals that you're going to get on those locations, the defensiveness, how beautiful, how nice it is. This is not on in any particular order. This is just some of the best locations that I have found that I think that every player should be taking an eye out. Remember that you can have a total of 3 bases. Just pick one of them. There's going to be also timestamps in the video description on all throughout the rendition of the video, so that you can jump to whichever part that you want to, because I am going to take a little while to give you advice and tips and tricks and some things that you can do to get the most out of those bases. So without further ado, let's just get into it. Let us begin with one of my favorites. 5 minus 525. This is one where I have already set up my base. The one that I like about this thing is that the scenery, it's lovely. It has like this autumn kind of vibe, which I love. Who doesn't love autumn? And then it's also very close to the starting area, which is a plateau of beginnings right here. It's an amazing place to start your main base. It has lots and lots and lots of ore. As a matter of fact, my pals are already working wonders on the ore that you can find in here. I haven't been mined this for a while, and it's already 1600, so that's amazing. The one downside is that it is not flat. You do have to work around in here. The defensiveness, it's just that you're going to need defenses in here. You're also going to need defenses in here. But if you work properly, you work proper with the foundations and the verticality, you can build several layers, several stories in here, and you can just place your crafting stations all the way in here. It requires a little bit of creativeness, because all of that space, you shouldn't build in any of that. The base is going to take all of that for itself, so be mindful about that. I did say that this was not in any particular order, but I have to say that this is hands down, without a doubt, the best base location in the entirety of the game. Like, it doesn't get better than this. 189 minus 37. That's the location of the base. As for scenery, it doesn't get more beautiful than this. It just doesn't get more beautiful than this. The sights, the vistas that you have from here, I mean, take a look at that. Like, take a look at the misty mountains down there in the distance, and the thickness of the forest, with so many beautiful places to look out, and then right there you have the snowy area. It's just so flipping beautiful. As for the defensiveness, you don't really have to worry about the defensiveness of this base. No one can attack you from here, because there's no way that they can climb. This is quite literally on a mountain. The only downside about this is that there's not too much space to build. This is going to have mineral, and it's also going to have coal, and it's going to have quite a lot of them. Like, this is going to be hands down the best base location in the entire game. And then if you're careful enough, if you do want to build your main base, as a matter of fact, I'm going to move my main base all the way through here at some point. What you can do is that you can build on the cliff side, and then take use of the verticality of the game. This is quite a lot of space that you can build some places, some things, some crafting benches. There's also, you see, all of that space, all of that beautiful space that I can build things. And then for the biggest structures, the ones that require quite a bit more, they could be up here on the rooftop. So yeah, this is hands down the entire best location in the entire game. Minus 254, 41, right here. This is a flat location. I quite literally love this place. You have mineral right there, you have rock all throughout, although rock is not needed, but you also do have mineral right there. And let me see what this is. I think that this is rock. Yeah, that's just regular stone. But you do have mineral in there. You have mineral right there. You have mineral in there. There's quite a bit of mineral. You have mineral right there. There's plenty of mineral for you to subsist in here. The site, I mean, it's kind of nice. It feels like you have this snowy mountain right there. But the most important thing about this place is that it is flat as flat can get. The defensive suitability, I think that they can attack you from there, I'm guessing. But that place is closed, so I do not think that enemies are going to come from there. The only place that you could be attacked from, I'm guessing, it would be from there. So all you have to worry about is just place your defenses all throughout this place, and you also have natural barriers right there. So overall, this is just an amazing location. This is a weird one. I would say that this is the downgraded version of the one that I told you that it was my favorite. The vistas in here, of course, are just lovely. They are beautiful. You have the joint peaks right there. You have the sea. You have many different places that you can be looking at. And also, this is no one can attack you right here either. The thing is that this one has even less flatness than the one that I had right there. So you could possibly begin the foundations in here and then build towards there. Use that as a support as well, I guess. The foundations should be flat enough for you to allow it to be built in here. You do have to be creative. But as you can see, it has tremendous amounts of ore, mineral right here. It also has coal, but the coal, it's on a weird position, so more than likely you're going to need to farm this yourself. This is going to be done by you. I don't think that your pals are going to look at that. That's quite a bit of coal. But then again, your pals are not going to come down here, or maybe if you're a true prodigy, you're an architect, you might be able to find a way to properly make stairs that climb all the way from this cliffside. This could be a challenge for you. I mean, this isn't one of those locations that you would say, hey, this is actually quite nice, I'll take the challenge. It's one of the bases that has the most resources, but the resources are on a weird spot. Yeah, it is what it is. 253 minus 87. The location is just right here. Moving a little bit north from the Musanda forest, it's just going to be right here. This is one of the very few locations that, on top of having bunches, lots and lots of ore, mineral, as you can see right here, it's quite a bit of it. You also have sulfur. Granted, one vein is not going to be that huge of a deal. It's not something mind-blowing. But it is worth considering that, oh god, what happened in that? It is worth considering that this thing, it's usually going to be found separate on individual places, or very high level and dangerous places. So having this thing right here on a base that you can build as a main base, it's just got sense. I don't think that the scenery is that amazing, although you do have some quite lovely peaks around there. And also the defensibility of the base, it's just amazing, because the only way that you can be attacked, it's from there. And it is just so easy to build, let's say for example, in here, to cover every single mineral that you have out there, and then build defenses or your main base all throughout this place. So yeah, I mean, this is one of the best locations as well. 157 minus 196. This is a very popular one. As a matter of fact, it is very popular because it is very close to the plateau beginnings right here. It is also very close to a shield, which is a nice bonus. And I say that because I've done several videos on how important it is for you to be farming low-level alphas to then sell the materials later for you to get money later on. And this thing is going to have quite an amazing source of ores right here. So it is an ideal base, and the sustainability for the defense of the base, it's just lovely as well. The only way that you can be attacked from is going to be from here. Granted, it is not the most beautiful location, you're not going to have lovely vistas, even though that it is at night right now and there's not so much that you can see. It's still nothing that special. But I guess that this little bridge that you have right here, it's a added value or something. So it narrows even more. It makes it more to be like a Thermopylae kind of defense on the base. So if you're careful enough and you build your benches in here, you manage to, it is not flat at all. So that is why I don't like it as much as I like the location that I have for right here, which, like I said, this the first one that I just gave you, and that is really close to a starting location as well. The thing is that there's not too much flatness in here. You're going to have to work with your foundations and stairs a little bit for the pals not to get stuck. But yeah, I mean, it is a nice location as well. This one is quite literally in the middle of a lake, and it is on a deserty area. That's one of the cool things, that if you like the biome, you like how it looks, and it's basically on a little small oasis. Resource-wise, it is not going to be as amazing, as good, and you are going to have to find out some way to build stairs and platforms for your pals to get up here and mine these two veins that they have right here. But the flatness in here, it's just amazing. It's lovely, and you can place the base in the middle of and then expand it as much as you need. It is going to allow you to expand it a little bit if you think quite enough. And the main reason, like I said, that I think that this is a perfect location for a base is the defensive sustainability. You're not going to be attacked from anywhere. The only possible way that I could see someone attacking your base in here, it would be through here, and I do not think that the AI is intelligent enough to pass in between those little watery gaps of the shore river that you have in between that. So I don't think that they can raid you at all. It has 2 mineral ore, and then it has 5 coal veins. So that is why I think that this is an amazing location, although it's rough around the edges. It's a beautiful place where you can be creative. I'd say that this is more of an honorable mention than anything else. There's quite a bit of things that I don't like about this base, but I think that it is also a very much needed base. If you have the luxury of having already all of the ore and minerals of the previous bases that I've told you, let's say that you have 2 bases, you have already covered sulfur, you have already covered coal, you have already covered mineral, and then you're missing one more mineral, which is going to be quartz. The quartz, you're going to find it on 210 and minus 210, 251. What is the first thing that you should consider about this base? This is an endgame location, so you're not going to be able to come in here unless you're level like 40 plus or 45 plus, something like that. The thing is that this is one of the only locations that has lots and lots and lots of quartz. The thing is though, that quartz, it's not that needed. The scenery is just beautiful as well. It's just, it doesn't get any more beautiful than this. You're in the snowy area, but also the weather conditions in this place are not that ideal. At night, having just your cold armor is not going to be enough. At night you're going to freeze in this place, so you, on top of having the cold armor, you're going to need a accessory that raises your cold resistance at night. But take a look at this beautiful vista. Like, this is just lovely. It's just lovely. The defense sustainability, no one is going to attack you in here because it is on a cliff as well. So I'd say that this is perfect for a mining location. Just to have in mind that I guess that as a conclusion for the video, I should like to tell you which minerals are more important and why, and my reasoning why. The things that you should have covered should be mainly mineral and coal, because they are going to produce ingots, they are going to produce refined ingots, and they are going to produce pal metal. That is basically everything that you're going to need. Sulfur, I don't think that it is that needed, because sulfur you can farm it whenever you need it, and if you have proper weight capacity and the proper pals that increase your proper weight capacity, you can be going back to your base each run with 200 sulfur, and that is going to yield you 1000 bullets, depending on the weapon that you are going to be using. That's actually quite a lot. That's the only thing that you're going to be needing sulfur for bullets. And then the quartz right here. The quartz right here, you're going to need it just to craft motherboard circuits, I believe, and some other little things. So this circuit board, they help you to create some stuff that you will see right here, high level endgame stuff like the electric heater, or the electric medicine workbench, or the electric furnace, which is very much needed to craft the pal metal. That is the only reason why you're going to need it, but after that, after you are done with those, you're not going to need quartz anymore. There's a couple of things, like it's not like a recurrent material that you are going to need, but if you have already covered everything else and you do want to have a steady source of quartz, then this is the place. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel. No one told you today you're a gorgeous and beautiful person. You're indeed a gorgeous and beautiful, beautiful person. I will be seeing you goddamn gorgeous and beautiful people in the next one. Have a lovely, lovely day, and goodbye.